You smell that? That smells like a 5-game series. One and all, welcome back. We are into Relic River game number 4. Anatand on match point, but he's gone Ibids. And I gotta say, Mongols stand a landmark. I think they have the number tapped by Ibids, but when you add in water, when you add in fishing, there's a very efficient play for the Mongols, which we're seeing coming out from Kilyadi here in the 4th game. Yeah, interesting map for it. Relic River has just looked like the new home of Mongols in competitive. Most of the time, the pick is reserved for this map, and I'd say they've been looking like a top 3 Civ when picked here. Ibids, in theory, can be a counter pick. You stop your opponent from doing things like Keshiks because of the Camel Auras, but with the extra food density, there's a lot of infantry players available to Mongols. Curious to see how Ibids want to try to approach this. Anatand, I mean, he has got the point advantage. You could gamble on Tradewing. Tradewing Bazaar could kind of be a sick way of getting the extra level up. Because once you tech up, if you luck out, you have units to burn down the enemy dock straight away. Don't you think that the camera during the game casting would get more views on YouTube? People like to see how the face reacts real time. I'm not so sure about that. I think in the early days of the channel, on AOE4 content, we tried it for a little bit, and the reception wasn't that great. There are some casters in like other Age of Empires games that do it, right? Like Mem has camera on all the time, but then T90 never does, right? The thing you have to keep in mind is, you know, there's a lot going on in AOE4, and do you need more stuff on the screen? Is what I'd say. Like, we could even do a simple test right now. Ones, if you'd prefer there be a camera on, as in like face cam on screen with the cast. 2s, if you prefer not. And I will not take it as face shaming. We do have the Loggy Wing coming, by the way. Makes a lot of sense. You want to try to have some pressure play. This allows you to play things like Desert Raiders really early on and not worry about losing them. Yeah, like that's quite a lot of 2s. Because, like, here's the thing. If you had a face cam, you stick it, like, what, here? There's already so much happening on the screen. I think for competitive games, face cam for casters needed. I mean, like, didn't really need a competitive comment. It's just casters. You don't need face cam per se. One if face was prettier. Thanks. I'll remember that. So, Anatan has actually crept onto the dock. And Kilyadi, what? He didn't even know. That was quite the gamble by Anatan. He didn't know he wasn't going to be seen, so he assumed there was going to be some return aggro. Instead, he gets it with 0 pressure. Damn, that's sick. So he's going to archer ship to follow up. You don't really want to build a Springle ship on this water. It's going to feel weird. Pretty big advantage now brewing for Anatan. It's good for brand building. I mean, like, there's different ways you can build brand, right? Like, the whole argument that you need a camera on to build brand doesn't really fit when you, like, we just use an example of T90. I don't think people knew what he looked like for a very long time, if I'm not mistaken. And we do have camera on at certain points, right? Like, we literally do things like patch analysis videos or other reaction type things where we're on camera. So we do have the Dervish into Deer Pump. We know that Anatan likes to do this shove a lot. Super effective, actually. Just gives you a lot of safety at home. And now on the water side, I said, I had to say who goes for a bagler, didn't I? He legitimately built it. Okay, so I guess this is maybe more viable now that demo ships damage your own units too. Because Kilyadi's doing it, but Anatan's so close. One demo is not going to kill him. What it will do is substantial damage to the dock. Yeah, watch this. Ready? Steady. Okay, he actually wasn't close enough. Ignore me. Wait, why didn't Anno get closer? Guys, did you see that damage the dock? Yeah, so if he'd gone closer to the dock, that would have forced a detonation that would have hurt it. He's going to be coming back in. Arrow Slits is on the way, followed up by another demo. This makes more sense. Arrow Slits does 1 or 2 hits, then demo finishes. Need to be careful about that follow-up demo, though. I mean, I don't think I've seen anyone do this on this map so far. This is new. Anno be cooking. You've got the villager for the repair. You've got the dervishes for the villager. The demo needs to go beyond. No, no, not like this. No, no. It's so cursed, man. It's so cursed. If he went beyond, it would have been worth. Oh, that is tragic. And now the micro on point, beautifully done by Anatand. Gets the snipe. The doc will not get another demo out in time. I can't believe that, man. Just one boat. And guys, think about what was invested. Kiryadi built 3 demos? Well, 2. The third one didn't get out. He built 2 demos, didn't get the kill. And no, dervishes cannot heal boats, but the villager can. So you have the villager to repair the boat, and then you have the dervish to ensure the can't never kill the villager. So fishing mode's to be cleared. Now he can fish instead. And remember, he has a desert raider. He has actually mass desert raiders. Okay, this is ridiculous. This is like Etagigi. So think about it. When you have Keshik versus Desert Raider, what is the one upside Keshiks have? They heal. Pretty good, right? The problem with that is your opponent's going to heal too with the dervishes. Nice little strike back here. Does get the double worker kill. Gold is not safe for Kilyadi. And this is just raw mass Desert Raiders, by the way. Since when did demos damage your own units? Since the most recent patch. It was a bug discovered. It's not intentional. I feel like we've been over it more than enough times by now. Credit to him, Kiryadi's actually getting some good raids in, but the new wave of Desert Raiders should be enough to scare him away. He's probably going to have to take a more static comp approach here. Just awkward dervish. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, boy. Calm down now with that camel. Yeah, maybe a little bit greedy trying to go for the archer kill versus just sniping archers for damage when they come out. Does Anno just keep building Derv, or do we get a switch? Or sorry, Desert Raider, or do we get a switch? Because Horseman, in theory, would make sense. I think he maybe... Did he see the racks, though? Yeah, he would have already scouted that. So what seems more likely for Anno could be kind of archers? Why don't Mongols do 2x vills with Uvu? It's very expensive. 2x production is not 50 stone. It's 124 stone. I think Anna's going to go castle now. Now that your opponent's going Archer Spears, Desert Raider scaling feels a bit weird. Good news is your opponent can't really attack you unless he wants to go into Rams because of Archership. B vs. Avli happen already? Yep, we start the day by casting it. Oh, Kiryadi, for good old time's sake, is back into the base. Growth Wing? Probably Growth, unless he wants to keep going with the mean raiders. Nice hit again, Kiryadi. I love this, man. Even when the guy looks like his head is buried 6 feet under, he always finds a way to get back on the aggression. Dive onto the gold. Anatand. Slow to pull away. He actually gets the shivs out. Wait, what? Against Keshiks? Okay, that's a bit brazen. Does end up losing more because of it. Kiryadi has to sense the tech up by now. Because it's getting a bit suspicious. You haven't seen more troops arriving in your base. Only one Desert Raider coming out doesn't really convince you your opponent isn't aging. Yeah, you see how sad it is to be a Keshik versus a Desert Raider? He's 1v2ing. The Desert Raider costs less, man. Oh boy. And oh my god, he's doing it. He's actually doing it. It's trade wing time, baby. We are actually getting bizarre. So, I know I'm going to get questions about this. When, KBE, should I do trade wing bizarre? When you're winning a series. Like, it's literally the only time. If you're in an even series, I do not recommend trade wing bizarre. It is such a coin flip. Because if the RNG hates you and you do not get good tickets, you're dead. Reminder, the way this works is you will get options every few minutes. It is random, though. You don't know when you're going to get the ones you want. You don't know if you're going to ever get the ones you want. So, for example, Trade Wing, Bazaar, and Feudal, usually what you're looking for is skirmishes and the swordsman. You want the units, so you have presence. If you don't get them and, for example, roll double stone, why the hell am I getting double stone in Feudal as an Ibid, is the immediate thought you have. Husband finally got you to try AoE. Now you're glued to it. Damn, look at that. Finish 1, now working on 2, and then we'll get to 4 eventually. No one ever remembers 3. Oh, dear. Oh, don't forget Age of Myth as well along the way. I think if you want breadth in terms of uniqueness, 4 probably has the most in terms of different civ to civ. And so many civs as well. Alright, so trade wing in 10 seconds. Kilyadi, he knows. He 100% knows. The question now is, can he punish it? Anno has a lot of gold rolling on this. He gets triple swordsman! Oh my god! What? Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching! Jackpot hit! 15 swordsmen! You've got to be kidding me. Now, it could have been better if it had been skirmishes. Skirmishes would have been S tier. This is like a solid A. Your opponent does have a lot of spears. You're going to need to wait for the camel lancers. Why is Marine Lord taking a crap on our Gamba wing? Is the problem with this wing? Yeah, like, you just don't have any control. Both units died to archers. Skirmishes are okay, though, right? Because they trade... Is it 6-star range? And they kill light infantry. I think, like, this is fine for Anno. He just needs to wait for the lancers before you engage. The bigger problem is also, like, because he built Desert Raiders, he encourages archers. I think Trade Wing Bazaar for Castle makes more sense if you begin with archery play instead of camel play. Yeah, this Anatan even trying to posh with this feels weird right now. Alright. They look cool, but I think half the hopium. I actually wanted to believe it could be good. I think if he got triple javelin, like, that's actually fine. If he got triple Badone skirmisher, Kilyadi would have struggled with that fight a lot. But this is over. Because here's the other thing. By using all of the tickets into Badone Swordsman, he had no gold for Lancer spam. He has 1 Lancer. Alright, here we go. The boys. On the way to raid. Oh no, there's more archers. How do you hit the jackpot and still just lose? He's got an outpost coming up. That's going to be better than 15 Badone Swordsmen. I don't know what the rest of these villages are meant to do. And also, here's another thought, guys. When you go Gamba Wing, what do you need a lot of? They've got it in the sack, but they're about to get the sack. He has no gold access now. All Kilyadi needs to do is camp here, and it's over. A boy can dream of memes. I think at this point, he's just kind of going through the motions. Lost the Badone, failed. He's got one more group, one more battalion. He just spawned them again. Yeah, he got double Badone again! 2 tickets. 50% of them are swordsmen. Get me out of this game.